Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, everybody wants to know why I've been quiet. Why I've turned away from everything that I used. You know, when you get put into a room and you feel like that people does not want to listen to any ideals, anything that you want to come up with, and they want to make you look like the bad guy. You know, it sounds like to me that these people that I was pretty much talking to not probably 30 minutes to an hour ago on the phone literally are right. Maybe I should just not associate myself with. Gave people so many chances that I was stupid enough to give. You know, I've tried to be nice. I've tried to literally be, I guess you could say, be my own person. But no, you can't do it nowadays because you got some people that just literally want to push you to your edge. You literally have people that just want to push you to you literally become the bad guy. And you know, I'm I'm to the point of my age and to the point of my life that I don't need people that literally uses me when they need me or when I'm irrelevant to them. If you're going to be a true friend, step up, be a true friend, and show me. And don't take my kindness to your heart. Because, you know, I've sat back and listened to a lot of shit. I've sat back and just tried to catch my breath. I had time to try to say they're 100% with you, but where's the action when it comes down to the proof? Where's that action when it all soaks in and it actually comes down to backing things up? Because, I mean, you know, there's some things here I'm gonna literally make a lot of people mad, but and you know, it really makes me wonder. You know, there's a lot of people in the eFed world. When you own a company, they tend to be your friend. They tend to be a right along to the ride with you. But in reality, now everything's making me see more clearer. Are they your friend, or where's they just riding you and basically turning everybody against you? And here's what I don't really get. You know, they always point me as the bad guy. In general, that's typical how they do it. Me as the bad guy, me doing this, me doing that. But in the story of what they done, because I've actually talked to individuals that told me these stories. And, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. That's why I'm going to just put it down on clear statements here. You know, when I walked away and said I was done, I had time to think about all this. You're right, Ross. You know, there's a lot of people in general that said they got your back, but like I said, when push comes to shove, where are they? When you're going through mental breakdowns and going through stuff that is, I was trash. They didn't care. They was sitting back making fun of me, saying, "Oh, look at this. He done this. Ha 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 ha. Bunch of pussy. Ha 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 ha." But in reality, do you really think about what you say? You know, and I'm not trying to start a war. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just speaking the stone cold truth. And if the stone cold truth hurts you, then maybe you're the. And an old saying goes, maybe you need a self evaluation. Maybe you need to look at what you done and maybe don't pinpoint it on other people. Because, you see, here's the thing. This community, as the wrestling community, EFED community, they tend to have solid hate. And here's the thing that, my dad always told me about people. When people does you wrong, when people throws you down in the dirt, it usually means that that's God's way of telling you you don't need those people. And now since my dad's gone, I can see why some of his sayings are absolutely the God's honest truth. And it says it right on my live stream, the stone cold truth. And you see, here's the problem. Ever since I pulled myself away, it feels like there's a burden that left. A burden that's been pretty much out of my life, no longer to be talked about, no longer to be blamed about. Because, you see, here's the thing. I'm out of the circle. I'm out of their touch, which means basically I don't have to abide by the rules, which means I can talk who I want to. I can pretty much have my freedom back. And, I mean, in general, I can do pretty much whatever the crap I want to do, and they can either love it or hate it. I mean, it's just stone cold truth. So, as moderators, it's like I told from the other podcast, as moderators, I'm changing this system wholedoubtedly. Moderators, from now on, if you're listening or maybe catching the replays, whatever that might be, if you're listening, catching the replays, from now on, the moderation rules are going to be different. If you see links and I don't approve them, automatic banned. If you see anybody coming in here being toxic, doing anything that is causing drama, etc., you remove them ASAP. Also, I'm going to put this rule in here. If you see anybody literally trying to break and try to start brainwashing people to making them believe something that's not true, automatic ban. Because here's the thing that literally woke my eyes after all the things that's been unfolded, all the things that's happening. You see, I have to say these people was right when I talked to them. It's not on me. The chances part, yes, that's on me. But, hey, I'm not the bad guy in this story. I'm just telling what my title says, the stone cold truth. Love me or hate me, at the end of the day, you're going to remember that I wasn't the one that caused these problems. Deep down, I can say that. But deep down, I know 2 or 3 of them fast pinpoint away. I'm just doing what's best for my channel. You guys do what's best for your channel. Be neutral, move on, case closed. You don't like the way I do things? There's the reason why they call it the unsubscribe button. Unsubscribe. Don't listen to any of the content that I throw out. Simple as that. That's the thing that I'm going to say during this podcast. If you're going to support me, don't just tell me by words. I want to see some action. Because after I joined this eFed, and after I joined back with an old friend of mine, I have been more loved than I have out of any other Fed. And there's not people literally being cutthroat. Starting shit in chat, whatever the case may be. Any negativity in this chat from now on is gone, banned, done. And I'm going to say this now. Anything quoting, bashing, or anything of that nature will result in automatic ban and termination also of your moderatorship. I'm too old to be putting up with this childish bullshit. And I'm just... Or you can start your drama and be kicked from my life permanently. Like I said, too old for the bullshit. So if you get mad, you get angry, you literally want to talk crap about me behind my back, it's not going to hurt me. At the end of the day, it's going to hurt you. I'm too old to deal with people that... And pretty much, JMR, you're right about one thing. And I'll say it here on the podcast. I've given too many people chances to get fucked over. And now this channel is now moving in a new direction. And my moderator teams that has moderators, if you see any problem, then screenshot it, then send it to me. Because at the end of the day, it's like my dad always told me, you were known by the company you keep. And that is the stone cold truth.